What is going on, friends? Well, I've now put about 100 street miles on this hot rod, and I wanted to walk you guys around it. It is an unbelievable machine. I mean, the new Raptor R, like seriously absurd. I've driven the previous generation in the desert. The big noticeable change for the newest generation, in my perspective, is the Fox Live valve. It now has the damping of rebound and compression. I've not taken it into the desert, but you can even feel it on the street, just the control that it has of the truck constantly adapting to what's going on. I've run over a couple curbs at extremely high speeds and speed bumps and, you know, cut through some grass in some places, but I have not been able to take it out and jump it. We'll have that coming soon. But before I potentially made this thing all dirty and nasty, I just wanted to kind of walk you guys around what a Ford Raptor R is. So first thing, you know, everybody's complaining about the Raptor having an EcoBoost. Well, I will say the Raptor is amazing. The 3.5 EcoBoost is amazing. That being said, it is not a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 that puts out well over 700 horsepower. And does it feel that? Holy crap, with the 10 speed, this thing is unbelievable with acceleration. It is so fast, and if you don't have impeccable self-control like myself, it's gonna get you in trouble. It's absolutely gonna get you in trouble. So I went with the Avalanche. I absolutely love this color. Yeah, it might be a little dirty. You might see it, don't judge me. I haven't washed it because, you know, Raptors are supposed to be dirty, except they're supposed to be like fully dirty, not just like a couple little marks on the window and stuff. The only changes I've made to the truck are putting a set of Nitto Recon grapplers, 37 by 13.5. I went an inch wider than factory solely because of the looks. I wanted a bit wider wheel, and because I'm not constantly bashing this in the desert, I didn't see any downfalls. I will see when I jump it if it's going to rub or if it stops. But as of now, no rubbing. It drives great and just looks just beefy. Also, of course, the RTR Evo 6s in bronze. I mean, just look at it. The bronze looks so good. I'm so hype on bronze wheels right now. The other thing to take a look at, I mean, this is a proper off-road setup. I mean, if you look under here, truck's got trailing arms, and it is just a machine, right? 4-link trailing arm. Obviously, you can see the Fox Live valve on there, the springs in the rear. Everything is beefy. Ford does not play when they throw Raptor on the nameplate. I mean, you know, luxury. Am I right? You all have seen this. I don't quite need this yet, but my kids love to play with it, you know, just in case you need a little bit of help getting up in the bed. You know, laugh now, cry later, right? Type situation. But it has the creature comforts that you would expect from Ford and an F-150. And of course, I got a little juice back here. Okay, don't play with me. 120 volt, 400 watts. It's like you got everything. Don't mind the rubber and the wheel wells. You know, we had to break it in proper. So moving on to the interior, just luxury. I really like the accents that they put in here. I don't love red usually. They did a pretty tasteful job though of it not being too loud. Like red's not my color, but I get it. It's like aggressive and mean, so I understand what the design team was doing with it. I really like this little feature, the V8 in there, super cool. The carbon, right? Carbon fiber, here, there, you know, and it's sick and it's, you know, proper quality. Come on into the interior. So I just want to show you how easy and accessible everything is, right? So here we've got paddle shifters, 10 speed, right? And it's like with a little whine to it, actually. Wee, wee, wee. All right, And then you have really everything you need on the steering wheel, which is pretty amazing, right? You have your Raptor button, which you can set your own modes, right? So like if you have a favorite mode, you're going off-roading, so you don't have to go in and set, you know, Baja mode in your drive mode, your steering feel, your exhaust sound, all of that. You can set it and then just press this button and engage as rock and roll. It means R for Raptor, but I like to think rock and roll. Obviously your cruise control, your lane assist, all of that's here, volume, all that, right? Standard. Then you go over here to the right side, not standard. Steering feel. Shock, where do you want your shocks to be? Which setting do you want it to be at? Exhaust. You know, you're cruising through the neighborhood, you don't want to wake your neighbors up, maybe you do. Turn it on, crank it, or you're out having fun, you want the full, absolute full experience. Locking diff, push on the fly, and then everything just looks beautiful. Wait a minute, let me open, that was normal. Let me open it up a little bit. Oh yeah, now we in Baja, dude. Where are we at? You gotta be here to experience it, you know what I'm saying? Come on in here and just give a little look at this beautiful, beautiful dash. So in the dash, right, so I was saying I haven't set my Raptor mode yet, so it's all on normal, but you can basically do that and you can set your modes. And then I go here, change my steering feel, shock feel, sport, off-road, exhaust feel, boom. Ooh. Whoa, baby. Let's see, what else do we got here? We've got some other cool modes, right? You got off-road stats. You've seen this in multiple Raptors. One thing that I love, when you change the drive modes, look at those graphics. It changes the whole experience. And you can also make some adjustments. There's also a heads-up display. It's pretty cool. I used to have one of my old S13s had a heads-up display. I've not had a car that had that since. And I think that's pretty cool to just kind of have that, especially like when I'm going to hit a ramp and I know I need to be 45 miles an hour. It's nice to be looking out the window and, you know, launch off the jump or the ramp or whatever consistently. For me personally, you may enjoy it on the street or wherever else it may be. But everything is just quality. I mean, look at this screen. Like, this is a very high-end, well-built vehicle. It's comfy. I opted to not have the moonroof just because I don't need that in this vehicle. Some people may like that. My Lightning has that, which is cool, but don't need that right now. So for those of you also wondering, yes, this is my personal vehicle. Yes, I decided to treat myself to one of these because you only live once. Ford keeps putting out these vehicles and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hang out with them because I require myself to engage in them and drive them. And as you all know, vehicles can be, you know, put a dent in the pocketbook. With that, I am extremely grateful to be able, you know, to earn something like this for myself and share with you guys the fun. Look at all these different camera options. Okay. So boom, you got that guy, right? Front bumper, right side, left side. Mirrors. Just want to show your passenger. Oh, did you notice my wheels when you got in the car? Oh, you didn't? Hold on, let me show you. Check that out. Pretty sweet, right? Right, and then you go here. Oh, you want to check out what's in the bed? You know, you got precious cargo in there. You know, maybe your pup's hanging out and you want to make sure your pup's good. And you got the rear. Standard, you know, standard situation. Tailgate. Or sorry, hitch. You know, how many of you have gone too far with the hitch? Not far enough. You get out 15 times and you can't do it. Oh, by the way, you can control it once you're hitched up with this Pro trailer. So you literally back up and you just say which way you want the trailer to go. You let go of the wheel and it does it itself. And then back here, we got a left and a right side backup cam. And then, oh, for trailer. So you can hook up a trailer cam to it. I didn't even know that. We're learning together, friends. No, I didn't read the manual, but I am good at figuring things out. And what else was I missing here to show you? Oh, there's lights by default that come on the mirrors, which is super cool when you want to, like, you're in the desert, you need to see something left or right of you, or just out having a good time. You want to spotlight one of your friends that's maybe taking a pee in a bush just to play with them, you know, who knows. Also, you know, you want your shifter down. You may want to end up doing some work. Okay, they know people that own Raptor R's got to do work to pay the bills, right here. Put the laptop out, do what you got to do, and get it done. And then, of course, plenty of room here to put your registration, which should be in the glove box, actually. And yeah, that is basically the walk around. I was excited to share this thing. I've been so excited to get it. It finally showed up. It was actually relatively quick from order. I shouldn't say that, but for me, being so excited about it, it seemed like eternity, because you know the deal. You press send on something, we're so used to, like Amazon, it shows up the next day. There's a freaking Raptor R, and they got to build it. Okay, there's lots of pieces, probably thousands of components in this vehicle. And so, you know, I just had to have a little bit of patience. Doesn't always work that way though. So, all right, friends, well, that's a wrap for this installment of how cool is the freaking Raptor R. And for me, it's one of the absolutely coolest, one of the coolest trucks on the planet. It is absolutely so fast, and grass does not stand a chance. See you, friends.